Is it safe to say is composability and interoperability, are there nuances to those definitions? Are we talking about the same thing here? How do you look at that?
Yeah, I think interoperability is probably a little bit broader, but they're the same flavor, same idea, right? When
Yeah.
we talk about composable, what we mean primarily is around the storage and the compute. Like, where does the data live, right? And is the data in the cloud data warehouse, and we're essentially pushing queries down to one or more cloud data warehouses and never copying the data back? Or does it live within the CDP, and there's a copy of the data, and that customer 360 is defined within the CDP, which was the original architecture for a CDP. I think in part because nobody had mature cloud data warehouses, right? 10 years ago when the category started,
Right.
there wasn't, hey, we have all our data in Snowflake or BigQuery or Redshift. That just didn't exist. And now there's a critical mass of adoption of those systems where you go into a large enterprise and say, yeah, we've already defined our customer 360. It's all sitting here in this cloud data warehouse. Why would I want to copy it into your infrastructure? And I think that's a good question to ask, right?
Yeah.
So for us, composability, and I think generally speaking in the CDP space, composability is really around kind of the data and the storage, and is starting to become about the identity as well, and being able to plug in different identity spines or third-party data into that kind of customer 360, versus kind of having something out of the box yourself. And interoperability, I would say, is a much broader kind of architectural principle about working seamlessly across the stack. And I think interoperability applies into how we integrate with the channel ecosystem downstream, right? Like, we're interoperable across an Adobe, a Salesforce, and an Oracle stack. And for a lot of our clients, we actually are integrating with, some channels from each of them, and we're interoperable across them.